All right, what's up YouTube? MCool40 here. It's actually been a little while since we have done an OCG Thursday. We almost actually forgot about this today. So, what I need from you guys, if you guys like this segment, you guys want this to continue, make sure you guys like this video, communicate that with me. That way we can continue to do these really every week for you guys. So, 3 decks each week. Tomorrow will be Market Watch for you guys. So, this week, actually some very interesting stuff going on over in Japan. First up is your typical Dynamite Turbo. So, triple Dynamite, 2 Majesty Maiden, triple Masterpiece, triple Cardamise, triple Cosmic Cyclone, triple Disciples, triple Diagram, 2 Desires, triple Duality, triple Terraforming, 2 Stormforth, triple Heritage, 1 Imperial Order, 1 Solemn Judgment, and then 3 of each of the big name trap cards. Extra deck here: Dang Doodle, Chambara, Omega Trishula, Abyss Dweller, Karen Gorgon, Castel, Exciting Knight, Dolka, Logia Ragna, Utopia Package, Enter Blafnir, and of course True King Calamity. Not really all that important in terms of the main deck, but side deck is very important. Triple Ghost Ash, 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 Ignis, triple Max C, 1 Feather Duster, 2 MST, 2 different Dimension Ground, and 2 Macrocosmo, bringing this deck to a close. We've talked about this list particularly in the past. Basically, you will turbo out as many masterpieces as you effectively can. Nothing real too special about this. This build's focusing on Maiden. I believe I've seen this interchange with some of the other ones. I'm not quite sure. Fortunately, we don't have triple or even double Stormforth here in the TCG, but nonetheless, this deck, it does what it needs to do. Going into this weekend, even for regionals, I would consider this to be a decent pick for today's metagame, just because of what you can really do with this deck. So this is the True Draco list. Next up, some other fun stuff going on in Japan. So I'm a really big fan of rogue decks in Japan. I was actually very shocked to see that this deck even did anything. You guys are going to bear with me here. This is my first real look talking about Tricksters. So this was a local tournament, so bear that in mind. The results might not be as exclusive or as glamorous as you would really be hoping for here. So triple Valor, triple Honest, triple Candia, triple Lilybell, triple Lycriessa, 1 Dark Hole, triple Chalice, 2 Chalice, 2 Lance, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Swords, 2 Terraforming, triple of the Light Stage traps, just Dark Bribes, Heavy Dust Storms, Recalls, Return to the Front Lines, and the Trickster Reincarnations. Basically, you want to force your opponent to deck out. It's a very simplistic strategy. The extra deck is literally just, it's had 4 cards. It's just Holy Angels. So, when you're looking at this though, Candina, this card's normal summon. You can add a Trickster from your deck to your hand. Each time your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you get to inflict 200 damage to your opponent. So she's your recruiter. Lilybell, if she's added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. This card can attack directly if it inflicts battle damage to your opponent. You target 1 Trickster. Man, sometimes drag and dropping is hard. 1 Trickster monster giver and add it to your hand. And then, of course, like Roasting, during either player's turn, you reveal this card from your hand. Target 1 Trickster monster you control. Special summon this card, and if you do, return that monster to your hand. So you do have a floating trigger, and it will inflict 200 damage to your opponent. So I feel like this is just kind of big damage of the deck. And of course, Light Stage. This card is activated. You can add 1 Trickster monster from your deck to your hand. So, wow, they have 6 recruiters. That seems like it'd be very interesting. You can target 1 set card in your opponent's spell trap card zone. While this card is face up on the field, that set card cannot be activated until that end phase. Damn. But really heavy negation here. I feel like they were attempting to play this as a stun deck, especially with all the recalls, the return to the front lines, and Trickster Reincarnation just overall being a very, very ridiculous card in terms of the game. Very, very, very nice. So, and plenty of hand traps galore. So, last but not least here, like I said, that was my rogue deck pick of the week. So, good old fucking Zoo. I know many of you just wish Zoo would be dead, and I don't disagree with your sentiments. I feel a lot of the frustrations and a lot of the things that a lot of the players are feeling about this deck, but I still like this deck, and I still want to talk about it for as much as I can. So next up for Zoo, 3 Joyous Spring, 2 Gamma Seal, triple Ghost Ogre, triple Maxi, triple Ram, triple Throwblade, and triple Whiptail. Your spells: triple Cyclone, 2 Tenki, triple Duality, traps, 2 Horn of Heaven, 1 Impure Order, triple Macrocosmo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Judgments, and 2 Unending Nightmares. Extra deck here: 1 Mrs. Radiant, 1 Duo King, 2 Borbo, triple Broad Bull, triple Canine, triple Hammer Kong, and triple Tiger Mortar. Also keep in mind with this particular card, XYZ Universe is something that would be cited for this particular deck. Being able to, in the mirror match, especially with no Dryadens or anything like that, you can effectively blow out your opponent by just full resolution of it. I think a lot of people are really discounting this deck as a potential stun deck. I know in the TCG, once we actually take a look, I know a lot of you guys already know this, but look at how bad Zoo is hit in the OCG. Barrage is banned, Dryden is banned, and Rat Pier is at 1. The deck is literally floating on its last legs. And honestly, things like Horn of Heaven wouldn't be so bad, because your target you bring back off of K9, aka Leica, they'll essentially float for free. So being able to toggle your Horn of Heaven to give an immediate answer to a threatening monster, something I actually really like about this. Outside of that, you're going to be citing XYZ Universe. It's definitely something that I don't think is mentioned, but it's implied down here. I also know a few decks are playing multiple Mrs. Radiant. That's kind of up to you if this is something that you want to playtest. Granted, like, it's 500 additional to all Earth, but it's mainly just expanding out your zones, you know, being able to do the additional links. So that's just something else to consider. But there's not much else to really talk about this week in Japan. There's a lot more True Draco floating around than I expected. There was a Buster Blader deck, top some locals. I figured Trickster would essentially be one of the decks to talk about. Especially, honestly, like, Trickster's one of those decks that it seems gimmicky. I know a lot of people will rag on it that, you know, if your opponent max sees you and you open up the trap card, well, you just blow them out. But that's not a realization in the TCG. You know, unfortunately, we don't get to do that. But seeing that this deck has a lot going for it, granted, you know, its trap card is really ridiculous, but I like if you have multiples of these, your opponent has like 10 cards in hand, you know, you might be effectively to blow out your opponent. So, as I said, this week in Japan, nothing else was too exciting. It's just really Zoo and True Draco Metal Foe, I think. That's been the other variant that's really floating around. Their metagame is really stagnant at the moment. Of course, you know, like Link Summoning didn't take off as well as they did. It kind of slowed down the game, but to what avail did it really do that? So guys, if you guys want more OCG Thursdays, like I said, I know I was late today, I apologize for that. Please leave a comment down below. Communicate that with me, guys. No, I can't read minds, unfortunately, and if you guys want this to continue, get this to 100 likes and I'll know that, guys. So guys, I'm out for today. Me and my different angle are out. Till next time, guys, deuces. And remember, guys, fair play, no game. You guys get to see me down here. Alright, guys, deucerinos. Please take care of yourselves. We'll have Market Watch up later today. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zoodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCO40 Interactions. Please check out MCO Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.